Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. My name's HUMNA and I share content connected to art, healing and spirituality. Today the piece you see on the screen is the horse. I do my zikr inspired by of course Allah, but I work with animals and this has been something that has been going on for some time since I had my daughter actually. The animal spirits or the connection I have to the animals really got activated at her. When I was pregnant with her while she was in my stomach, that was the first time I really explored the many animals and different forms. And I realized that through every animal, we are being reminded of Allah as what the animal represents for you and me. So, for example, when I see a horse, for me, the horse is always connected to being wild, but yet being really graceful. It's something that can be tamed, but yet it can be something really crashing. And it's kind of like the wind, and it's mentioned in the Qur'an about the horses running. They can actually really devastate, that they can really destroy a whole town if they're running wild, right? But yet again, if they're calm, they're soft, they're gentle, then they are also add to the scenery, right? They bring this serene feeling of just, seeing a horse eating grass in a meadow. It's such a beautiful, peaceful sort of experience. And having had that, connected to the energy of the horse, as I work on this piece, I'm being reminded that Chinese calendar for next year is actually the horse, and that's what we are being called to sort of be prepared for that. What is coming is going to come in really fast, is what I feel. I don't know if this resonates with you or not, but for me it feels like whatever the gunk was in the year of the snake is being asked for us to sort of be reevaluated, reconnect to it, go back into inner child healing. So this next few months of September, October, November, December are all about shedding those layers, those limited beliefs that we've carried in ourselves. And what's coming is the energy of the horse, and which means that you can be wild and free and liberated, but yet know that you have to do it with grace, with kindness, with compassion. So don't be like overriding everything in anybody, but understand that you have a place, you have a meadow to run wild in also. When I look at the horse, I don't see the horse, I see Allah teaching me or guiding me or opening my world to seeing things differently. A horse is calming, and one of the most incredible things about horses are, they can actually pick our energy. They are so connected to the soul themselves that when you are in their space, they are actually able to pick the energy that you are unable to voice. So they're not just animals of grace and wild and beauty and all that. They're actually really sensitive, and that's what Allah wants us to connect to, our inner world, our inner soul. Like, yes, your soul can be liberated, wild and vast, but also recognize that the body, the form that you are in, has certain restrictions. So don't just go crazy, and be evil or like slam doors or destroy things. Yes, you are capable of destroying that, but do understand that with power, with great power comes great responsibility. And Spider-Man's words that come through. And sometimes people ask me, like, Hamna, you bring in Islam and you bring in religion, and then you bring in the Chinese calendar, and then you bring in the movie. What I understand of life is that it's never about one place. Everything and everyone is speaking to me as a messenger of Allah, right? I understand that one has to be, so it really depends what my vessel is ready to receive, right? So I'm always very aware that when it's Chinese calendar or if it's a movie of a line, it could not have been part of my experience if he didn't choose it to be. And so if it is part of my experience, then that part of me is something I really value, not because it's something I came across or learned from or want to know more. It's more that he gave me a chance to connect to Spider-Man, to pick the right things or whatever it is that I needed. And so through that, I am being reminded of him. Everything and anything for me is not labeled as Chinese or movie or a quote or a person who said that, because if that's something that sits with my soul, right, brings me peace, then I know this is from Allah. And I don't like to have these boundaries of so and so said that and so said that. But having said all that, everybody has their own journey, and I completely understand that. But for me, it's never been this or that. It's been all is from Him. And so when I expand my awareness to that everything and everyone is talking to me as a way that He is choosing to deliver some kind of message through them, then everything becomes beautiful. Everything becomes real for me. Everything becomes a messenger of His, a sign of Him, connecting to me, reminding me of Him. And so everything just becomes really sacred. And as I speak, as I act in this world, the way I walk, everything becomes an act of ibadat, because it's an remembrance of my Allah through all that I do. And it's such a profound journey to be on. If that's something that you'd like to do with me, I do run Friday sessions which are completely free to attend through Zoom. You can come from anywhere on the planet. It's at 11 a.m. UK time. You can join me and raise your awareness, connect with Allah, connect to creativity, and deepen your relationship with Allah and get ready. The goal of those sessions is not to sort of make you artistically amazing, which you probably are already. The goal is to kind of course, channel the creativity, connect you to the Creator, but also get you ready for Akhirat. When our focus is on Akhirat, then dunya becomes really easy, guys. Like it's something that really shifted in me, that when everything is focused on Akhirat, then dunya automatically just comes into the right place that it's meant to. Like I said, if you want to join that, or if you'd like to book me for a one-to-one session, you're most welcome to. Send me a message through the details given down below. And if you really want to, you can actually access all my sessions that have completely changed my life, and that are inspired by the 7 chakras, how to align them, how to activate them through art, connect to the ayat and the names of the Qur'an, and how they can completely transform your life. And I'm not just saying this, it truly is an experience that I've gone through, and many others who on this journey with me have. So if that's something that you'd like to do, you're most welcome to connect, like I said, through all the social media given down below. I really hope you enjoyed this painting, and if any of the artworks that I share, you can check them out at art_as_ibadat on my Instagram, and you can also purchase them if you like. And I'd be more than I'd be honored for my pieces to be in your homes, to bring you closer to your Allah. And every time you see them, you see the horse, but you see the one who created the horse beyond the horse. And that's my goal through every piece that I create, for you to not see that what is the creation, but to remember the Creator behind the creation. And I really hope that you enjoy these videos. If so, do let me know in the comment section. And it's a wonderful way of energy exchanging. But never ever forget, Allah loves you just the way you are. I'm sending you lots of love, light and peace, everyone. Enjoy and have an beautiful magical day, inshallah ta'ala. Lots of love. Take care. Allah Hafiz.